Welcome to another episode of The Closet. I'm Laura. I'm from Tucson, Arizona. FYI, I'm using a phone to record this. I was told the last time with my laptop was a little blurry. I can't tell that. I'm legally blind. What's gone on in the last week almost? Well, a few exciting things. I found something for my aging hair called Tea Tree Lemon Sage Thickening Spray. I love it. It's fabulous. And I also ordered some lip scents. I don't have it yet. I ordered it from a friend at work that has a lip plumper, and it stays on as long as I don't oops. I'm hoping I don't oops. Makeup is a challenge. But I've been trying lip plumpers. I've tried 4 of them in the last 6 months. My favorite one so far is Savage Lips. I don't know really if it works, but it tingles, so it makes me think it's working. Sometimes I will pay just to think something is working. What else? School is almost to the end of the second week. The first week was just a half week. I have a 3.5-year-old in full day, 4-year-old kindergarten. And my 10-year-old son skipped 5th grade and is in 6th grade. And so far, so good. We are really hoping that continues. It's kind of a relief to be back in school. I'm really not the summer mom. I try to do fun things. I try to stay chipper, but I don't do well in the heat here. So I have more fun in the winter when it's cooler and I can be outside a little bit more. The most exciting thing that has happened so far this week is that Lewis, my circular sock machine, has come. See that? See that? See that snake attached? My husband and I just spent an hour figuring out how to swap out my cylinder. Thank God he has some mechanical knowledge. And it's fun. It really is fun. So my plan was, I've got a 64 and a 48 cylinder because I want to be able to do some socks in sport weight. So that 48 cylinder works for that. It's also slightly smaller because I have kids. I'm originally from Minnesota, so I have warm weather people I want to send socks to. It's exciting. I wanted to learn how to swap out cylinders. I'm just doing tubes right now. It's crazy what actually matters. What matters is having a lot of weight, those are weights, on the snake that's coming down. And what matters is that the yarn going in has no tension, none, no tension. And I guess a lot of lubrication. We all know that's a good idea. We may have over lubricated, but whatever. And I've made tubes with yarn from Mosaic Moon. That was fabulous. I got this super sock in an old batch, and it was fun. I really liked what it came up with. I've seen some things on different channels and whatever that people have been buying that up recently. And I also had some of this. It says that you can wash it and hand dry it, and that it shouldn't shrink too terribly much, but I'm thinking it will still felt. I'm wondering if I can't felt some socks into like baby socks. I don't know. I don't have, ouch, I don't have the tag for what's on there right now, or I would show you. So this was the super sock. This was from a mystery sock blank that I got. This is that Mila. It's just heavier. You can tell it's a full wool. Ooh, my mom's favorite. Lolo did it, Festivus. I'm gonna have to buy a few more skeins of that and make her like a scarf. She really wants that. And this was that Mosaic Moon. That turned out really nice. Now, this is in a really nice gauge because it's the gauge that it was set at when I got the machine. But I started monkeying around and screwing around. I can't get back to that gauge. Someday, maybe. Someday. I'm going to try to do some hung hems just by hand, and then put in some toes and heels to make a variety of stuff. You know, people are getting socks this year. It's the year of socks. That's the deal. Maybe some scarves. Plenty of scarves. I'm also working on some stranded dye work, old castaway DK weight, a large scarf for my son's teacher because she graciously allowed him to do this, and it's going well, and she is a good teacher. I was married to a teacher. It is hard to be a good teacher. Kids are crazy today. They're scary today. And she keeps her kids in line. They're happy to go there with her. And nobody gets bullied. They all stay in line and they get their stuff done, and they're happy. So she will get a lot of knitted items this year. A lot. Potentially socks for the entire family. What else? I don't know. It took us so long to swap out the cylinders that we have to go get the kids soon. So this was just a quick flyby to say hi, to show you Lewis, to tell you that I think I can make cylinder or sock snakes now. I think I can do some other stuff, and hopefully next week I'll have some finished items in the sock realm to show you off of the circular sock machine. Yes, it was expensive. Brand new machine from Gerhardt, but I got the 175, so it takes almost 2 rotations of cranking to get a full round, but apparently it's not as hard to crank because nobody's getting younger. And then maybe I'll have a finished object for that shawl that I'm making, or maybe I'll give it to her. I don't know. And no, there's not going to be any publishing magic or editing woohoo, because that's just one more thing. I'm not figuring that out yet. But I've looked forward to talking to you and doing this again. One of the strangest things in the last few episodes, in watching the episode over to make sure it wasn't too crazy or whatever, at first I was uncomfortable hearing myself, seeing myself. And then it was really different because I'm not just seeing myself like I would in a mirror where you're critical of the grays or the wrinkles or the thinning or the strangeness of your skin, but also I got to see how I act in talking and interacting with my kids, and that made me happy because I looked at them and I looked at myself, and I was far less critical than we tend to be at this age of ourselves. And I realized that some of the skin deep stuff is just that the nice thing about aging is the peace, the ability to roll with the punches, and have the guts to do this whether or not anyone other than mom and mom watch it. So there. Have a nice day. Magnus is checking everything out to make sure we're all safe from the yarn. And little Chip is over there taking a nap. So I hope you all have a lovely day and a lovely weekend, and I will try to get a lot of socks accomplished by next week. Thanks. Bye.